Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's September 11th, 2020. On this miserable day of sacrifice and demolition. Wanted you to reflect on some ideas that I have, something that I've been thinking about. I will get into Samsung, because I got a little thing with them. Samsung's the one who makes my phone. It's a company out in Japan, I believe. And they suck! Because every 2 fucking years, I've got to get a new phone. 2.5 years. That's how long your smartphone lasts. That's it. Okay? Don't worry. I'll get into it. But let's reflect on a few things here, guys. Okay? Man, there's so much shit. It's just, I don't even know where to begin. I really just don't know where to begin anymore. It's just one thing after another. Let's get into the schools, because that's something that I'm affiliated with, okay? Oneonta College, closed. Wow, how many of them showed up positive? I think it was a 200 now, something, 250. Closed, done. So that's real smart. You're going to close the college, so you're going to get the infected kids with this supposed bullshit virus to go back home and infect their parents. They're starting it all over again. It'll never end, guys. If you have a child, she will never be able to go back to school, ever. It's all going to be virtual. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. They can't brainwash them that much, when it's virtual. Because they're being monitored, of course. I just got a phone call from my friend. And apparently their high school student, I believe she's a sophomore or senior or something like that, her teacher comes in with a BLM shit and starts talking about that. Oh, that's great. So this is an Italian part of the area where this school is, and these Italian families are not going to put up with that shit. I'm afraid that teacher might have lost her job, or she might be relocated. Perhaps, why don't you send her down to the city? Up in these suburban towns, she's cushy. Send her on down to the city. Tell her to bring it up there. Unbelievable, guys. You see, that's the indoctrination of these teachers. Hey, look, it's their job to teach them and indoctrinate them and to brainwash them. And I understand that. I understand that completely. Okay? That's their job. Do I like it? No. Do I like that they have to sit in front of a fucking globe that doesn't exist all day long? No. But that's what the brainwashing is all about, and that has to get done. It's almost like, you know what? Let them go through the system. I've said this a million times. Let them go through the system and let them get into the system. I mean, I'm just saying, let them believe that this lie and all this shit, and then wake them up. Then explain to them the truth. All right? But that's just my own personal belief. I don't know. I don't know what families are doing. I see some families are just saying, fuck it, tell my kid immediately, and that might be the way to go. Or I could be wrong. I don't know. Okay? You don't know either. Nobody knows. They don't even know. Those little bastards who are giving you all of these statistics about bullshit, about how this virus goes around and how this other nonsense goes around, they haven't given any statistics of what the damage is being done to a child wearing a face mask, being asphyxiated all day long with this face mask, and not allowing air properly to go inside of their lungs and into their brain all day long. Any statistics on that? No, they're none. Because they're not going to let you know about that. Why would they? Why would they let you know about stuff with 9/11? Doesn't make any sense. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. We're not going to tell you. We're just going to show you a 24-hour video of the thing over and over and over again. And that's what they're doing. I mean, I flipped on the channel this morning, and then they have the exact coverage that they're playing every year, all the time, at this time, It's just time and time again. It's fear, Fires out in California. They say that this started by a generator. My ass. It didn't start by a fucking generator. God knows what they're doing up there. They've got these lasers connected to these airplanes. Who knows? They zap it down. You saw it. You remember that, right? Yeah. One car was completely burnt down on the other side, and the fucking tree was still standing. I mean, how the fuck is that? You know, that makes no sense at all. The car is completely melted, and the freaking tree right next to it is, I mean, it's beautiful. But quite colorful, quite green. I want you to do a little experiment for me. Well, you know what? I'll get into this later. But the aggressive drivers that are on the road, who are the majority of them? Okay? And I'm talking about the real aggressive drivers. I'm talking about the fuck-ups, you know, who have like a death wish, that are obviously paid, you know? I saw this one woman zip by me. She was going like 110 miles per hour. The whole front of her car was smashed in, obviously just recently. She has paper plates on her car, which means the car was just purchased. Yeah, well, they have to do paper plates now here in New York because DMV is all fucked up. Good luck getting an appointment over there. I heard it takes 7 to 8 days to even just get something done. So anyway, what are the drivers that are passing by? If you could actually see them, because they're just driving so fast. I'd like you to leave a couple comments on the below, because I'll tell you, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to do an experiment on one of my days off, because I get a day off during the week now. I got to work weekends, and I'm convinced that these aggressive drivers just drive up and down the highway, whip in and out of traffic, cause fear for all the morning commuters. And they go all the way up the highway, they turn around, they go all the way down, and they go all the way up the highway, and they do it for a couple of hours. You know, because it's strange cars. You know, Mercedes, BMWs, you know, all foreign cars, late model foreign cars. The Nissan Altima is a popular one. And those little shitbox Hondas that they ride around into, you know, and soup them up and you know, start to trick them out. You know, that's what I've noticed. But I'm just going to do an experiment one day. I will get back to you on it. All right. Meanwhile, I want to get into just how ridiculous everything is how everything has led up to this. If I could even cover it, because I haven't made any notes, and I just got my phone back online. This one, I can't get into it. It'd take me half an hour to explain it to you. You know, this one I had to hack into it with another account because I couldn't get my old password. It was just such a pain in the ass. And I have my new phone here, but it's going to take me like 3 hours to set it up with my email and all that other bullshit. Anyway, I'm back online, so fuck them, Samsung. You suck with your piece of shit phones that just suck. Smartphones, my ass. You know, the only thing that's smart about it is it's gathering all of your information. Every note, every email, everything you see on YouTube, all of your accounts, every single thing that you do is being recorded. All of it. Everything. So enjoy it. They've got a nice little file on you. You'll never see it. You'll just have to trust us on this one. And they're selling it. I noticed it in 1988. We're going a little way. We're going back here. Well, actually, way back for some of the people that view my videos. We're going back to 1988. They came out with shows like Al Bundy and all this stuff that ridiculed the male Caucasian, specifically male. Okay. Because anybody can say anything about males that are Caucasian, and we can't say anything back, because then you're prejudiced. That's what they say. That's the rules that they say, you know. And meanwhile, most of us don't have a prejudiced cell in our body. But yeah, don't worry. These are the roads here in Westchester County. It's like a third world country. Sorry about that. You'll have to deal with the bouncing around. And that's what most politicians do. They bounce around all over the place, from idea to idea to idea. Fuck it, we'll do this this time. No, okay, all right. See, there you go. Shows like that, you know, portray the male Caucasian as a fool, sitting on the couch with his hands half down his pants and eating popcorn, watching movies, and doing nothing, lazy. That's what they portrayed the male as. And it got worse and worse and worse and worse. Now we're at a point where we don't even know what male is and what female is anymore. Case in point, a lot of the actors and actresses you grew up with aren't even, they have ding-dongs. You'll have to look that one up on your own. There's plenty of info on that. And that's Hollywood for you. Those sick, satanic, disgusting fucking people I don't want to have anything to do with, that just disgust me and worship death and God knows what else. And you think you're looking at somebody who's wholesome? No, they're far from it. And the younger they are, the worse they are, because they've been through a lot more. Anyway, so that was taken away from the male Caucasian, their dignity, their pride, you know. And then they came up with smoking. You know, remember all the rules they started instituting with smoking? That was always great. You know, no smoking here. Well, you can smoke here, but you can't smoke there. We have a smoking section in the restaurant. It's over there where it's really shitty. and it's right by the highway. And here's a non-smoking section. Remember that in the restaurants? Wow, that was a long time ago. Now, forget it. You can't smoke anywhere. I'm not a tobacco smoker, so I don't really give a shit. It doesn't bother me. But I'm just saying, they take that away from you. You know, they take away the sugar from some of your soft drinks, slowly but surely. For the people who are fast food eaters. You know, they take away... Remember McDonald's with their fried apple pies? This is when I was eating that shit. When I was actually fucking eating that disgusting fast food, I used to love those fried pies. It was absolutely fantastic. They took that away for some reason or another. KFC, they no longer pressurize their chicken. That's why KFC will never taste the same. You know, that's back in the 80s. They used to do that. They used to pressure cook it. They don't do it anymore now because of the lawsuits, too. But they take that away from you. I mean, there's just so many. There's a list. It's an ongoing list, just ongoing. You know, I can make a list out of like 100 things that over the years, everything has just been taken away and peeled away from you. Slowly. You know, and some generations miss it because they grow up with whatever they've taken away from us. So they don't even realize it. You see where I'm getting out of this? Okay. So now, you know, then they came out with the e-cigarettes, you know, which you could smoke anywhere at one point. But then the children, the 20-year-olds, started abusing it, and they come in with these fucking crack pipes, you know, and the smoke goes all over the place, for Christ's sake. I mean, really, that pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm at a freaking dinner table, and this big puff of smoke comes out like a volcano. You know, anyway, so then they take that away from the e-cigarette people who thought they could smoke anywhere they want. I mean, you still can. You really, come on, you get away with it. But, you know, airports, you know, airplanes, all of that shit. I never understood how they could let people smoke in an airplane. But see, now I'm rambling on, all right? Let's get back, focus back, all right? Anyway, so they're taking all of that away from you. And then all of a sudden the COVID hits. First they say you don't have to wear face masks. Yeah, that doctor, that idiot doctor out there. Oh, by the way, his throat's all right. I didn't realize he had like something in there that they had to remove. Sounds fine now. But he disappeared for 3 months. Where did he go? Where was he? We heard him every week. That's how the fear comes in. Don't you see? You know, every week we heard him speak. And then he just disappears. Good, he had great. You had an operation. Wonderful. They'd get some other doctor in there. But they never did that. They have one specific person that represents something that goes on. Okay? And that's, it's almost like, oh, you know that movie? Christ, I'll never... It's one of the Meteor movies. You know, her career got jump-started because everybody was seeing her while she was covering what the Meteor was doing, you know, and her career skyrocketed. That's the same thing with this doctor. who hasn't practiced in 40 years or whatever. I mean, come on, man. I mean, don't you see? It's so scripted. It's so in your face, everything. They'll play it over and over again. They want the fear over and over again there. They want everything to scare you. So originally we didn't have to wear face masks. He specifically said, don't worry about it. I mean, it'll grab a couple of particles, but it's surely not going to save you from anything. And then you got the plexiglass in front of these cash registers. What the fuck is that? I can't even see what the price is on the register because of this fucking thing of plexiglass, which does nothing. Nothing. It does shit. You might as well have the shield on. I love that shield. That shield is so much fun. Yeah, I'm painting nails. The nail salon, oh man. It's just all over the place. They're so disorganized. The schools are a fucking mess. A mess. They are a disaster. They can't clean every single book. If this virus was as anywhere near what they said, they would have to clean every single book, every single page of the book, every single computer, every single keyboard, every single thing has to be sanitized. And where is the money going to come up for that? The whole thing with schools is to pack them in, pay the teachers next to nothing and try to get as much money as possible from the state. That's the whole fucking thing with schools. It's just the opposite of anything that they know. And there's no plan at all whatsoever. The whole plan was to shut it down, and that's it. And keep the kids home. From what? From nothing. Shit. Fuck. All right, once I get this other phone back online, I'll have a whole bunch of more memory, and then I can start doing some longer videos and possibly some live shows, which I'm deciding to do now at this point. What the fuck? I don't even know if I can go live anymore. I mean, I've gotten so many videos deleted and strikes. I don't even know. I haven't even tried it. But anyway, look, my point is the earth is flat. You have to do your investigation. You've got to do your research. We're not going to sit here and hold your hand. If you can't figure this out, that all of this is a lie, that the virus is a lie, that every single thing is a fucking lie that and the only truth that there is that the earth is flat. I'm going to say we're covered with a dome. Some other people have different beliefs. All right? It doesn't make a difference. Flat earthers are always going to argue about something with each other. But it really doesn't make a difference to me. The only thing that we know is that we know it's flat. We know there's no curve. There's nothing. We know this virus doesn't exist. It's complete bullshit. The stuff that's going on, the rioting and all this other crap is complete bullshit. It's being paid for. It's a terrorist freaking group that's actually doing this. Okay? All right? That's all it is. And that's what they want. They want to continue the fear in you. All right? And that's how they get you. That's how they own you. They own you. And that's all they want. And they want the control. All right? People say, oh, the earth is flat. What are you floating? No, you see, that's the whole thing. The earth is flat. There's a creator. There's a God up there who created all of this for us. Okay? All of it for us. And people just don't get that. I'm beginning to think, forget about the trolls that are actually paid, but like maybe the true trolls that are out there, that are going from flat earth channels and maybe they just have a problem with God. Maybe they can't face the fact, because once you become a flat earther and you understand that, the first thing that comes to your head is somebody created this. And that's the incredible thing, that somebody created all of this, created you. Whether it's a computer program or a simulation or something tangible, it doesn't make a difference. Because I know the sun is not tangible, and I know the moon is not tangible, and I know the planets do not exist. That is inside of the dome somewhere. I don't know if that's a computer program. Whatever it may be, there are no planets because space is eliminated. It's very simple. It's a simple truth. People just can't grasp it. They'd rather think that they're spinning in space, going through this endless universe and never understanding it, never understanding hope, and never understanding themselves. All right? And that's the whole thing with flat earth, is you understand yourself. You understand And that's it. All right. I thank you for subbing and thank you for viewing my videos and let me be a part of your life.